Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Jam Sankith, here on F1 Championship Edition for round 4 of Season 3 here at the San Marino Grand Prix. I've just finished off Q2 and yes, I'm in 6th position, but I have been a bit quick during this weekend. I've just had a few incidents with the barriers and other cars in this qualifying session, so here we go in Q3. Let's hope we can get pole position for the 3rd time in 4 races, because of course we didn't get pole in Australia. I'm not going to ruin that race for you guys. If you want to go check it out, please feel free to do so. It should still be, you know, quite recent. I think it was about a week or so ago, because it's Monday now, isn't it? And we've spun it. Save it. Well, that took a driver to keep it out of the barrier. A great driver, and well, I'm surprised that I managed to keep it out of the barrier then. But yeah, that's his first qualifying lap, a throwaway. But we've still got plenty of fuel in the tank, so we're carrying as race fuel, of course. And I know I am quick here because I have qualified fastest before in other races on this difficulty, and I've just spun it again. Well, at least my tyres are going to be warm enough for the next lap, so... But yeah, it's interesting to see these incidents I'm having already, and it's not even the race. So I can only imagine what the race is going to be like, but you know, it will happen. It will be a lot better in the race, fingers crossed. If we can get up front, it will be a lot better for me, because then we're not having to fight through traffic, and yeah, we know what the AI cars are like on a tight circuit. And that's a 1:28.7, that's world record pace. Hang on, no, Raikkonen's gone quickest. Never mind. I was expecting to say it was world record pace as we run deep into turn 1. That's not going to help us through through Tamburello, which was that chicane. Can we avoid spinning it here? No, we've got a penalty. So I'm just going to return to garage there and go out for another run. But at least we're in 10th. But we're not going to get any further than, well, lower than 10th. So Schumacher's set a 1:19.7. And of course, guys, I forgot to mention it, but Schumacher at the minute, 3 races in, this is the 4th round of course, is our championship rival at the minute. He's 4 points behind us. But just a bad race from us could mean that Schumacher is right in the title hunt. You know, which, to be honest, I'm feeling the pressure because it is Michael Schumacher, and to be honest, since we're counting the stats from you know, the previous 2 seasons as well, so technically this might be 2008. Schumacher's a 9-time World Formula 1 champion because he won the last 2 championships, and we haven't won 1 so far. But we haven't been in a car capable of winning until this season. You know, well, a car capable of winning a championship, that is, because we've been in a Red Bull where we've won races. We came close to winning a race with Midland in France, in his first season. But yeah, I'm looking forward to how this season's going to be playing out. I'm feeling the pressure about Michael Schumacher, because you can never be worried about. Well, here we are going to the end of the lap, and it's 2nd place. 2nd place. 3 minutes in, let's go for one more lap. Let's go through one more lap into this. Well, this will be his last flying lap. I know we've got time, but I don't want the video to be too long with qualifying. But this is will be my final qualifying lap, and it's not a good first. Well, it's a green first sector, but not a good exit. But we're sliding. That's not good enough. That's not good. Can we take pole position off our championship rival? Because I don't think he's been on pole this season. There we go, we're sliding through there, but you know, we might be sliding, but it might be quick as well. On the brakes, heavy. Ooh, that's tight there. We're down in the 2nd sector, and Alonso's just gone quickest. We need to put some time down there, and I was hoping I wouldn't spin the car. That was risky through that chicane. As now Fernando Alonso has gone fastest in the Renault. He's on provisional pole, but here we come around the final few corners. Can we get this final chicane right? Can we take back pole? Well, can we take pole position? Not like that, we won't come in across the line. It's second position, I'll take that. And Schumacher takes pole. Schumacher looks like he's going to be in pole position for tomorrow's Grand Prix. And he is, with a stonking lap of a 1:18.9. Fantastic from Michael Schumacher, that's just what he needed. I'm happy to take second place in the in qualifying, but in the Grand Prix I want to be ahead of Schumacher, even though I'm losing 2 points. I'm just going to take a quick drink, guys, so I'm sorry if you can hear that, I do apologise, but hang on, I won't be long. And as you can see, Michael Schumacher is the only 3 drivers have got into the 118s there. Yeah, only 3 drivers have got into the 118s, but let's get on with this race now. So of course, yeah, here we are, let's get on with the race. It's going to be the San Marino Grand Prix, the 2008 Grand Prix, but it's 2006. But yes, I do like this Grand Prix, guys. I hope you guys do like this Grand Prix as well. I like the track, and Schumacher's on pole. We're in second behind my favourite Formula 1 driver, because I grew up watching Schumacher driving a Ferrari. We're here in San Marino. We're going to, the lights are out, we're underway here in San Marino. We make a decent start, but Schumacher makes a bit of a better start. So I'm not going to be challenging him into turn 1, but we're going to be, can we get close to him at the end of the first sector? Schumacher continues to lead the Grand Prix. I'm going to have to be easy on the brakes, we've got a bit of damage, sorry Michael. Can I get up the inside? Is there a shot up here? Yes there is. We make a move up the inside at the hairpin, and we take the lead off of Michael Schumacher. There might have been a little bit of contact, but we did it. We passed Michael Schumacher in a Ferrari, and we're in a Honda. We've got a bit of damage, but that's because Schumacher slowed right down in the first chicane. No, the second chicane, sorry, at the end of the first sector. We're 6/10 ahead of the Great One, ahead of the all dominant Michael Schumacher. But yeah, we're gapping on him now. This is brilliant. We've gone toe to toe again for the second time this season with Michael Schumacher. Of course, the first time was in Malaysia, where we was having a titanic battle with him after the pit stops, and it looks like we could be having another titanic battle after the pit stops again if it continues this way. And that's we go sliding a 1:20.007. What's happened to Schumacher? Is Michael out of the Grand Prix? I think Schumacher's out of the Grand Prix, guys. Yes, he is. That's our championship contender at the minute, out of the San Marino Grand Prix, and now we're left to fight Fernando Alonso in the mighty Renault. No, has Schumacher made a pit stop? No, I think he's made a pit stop. Did we give him a puncture after that contact? Oh, I hope not. Or is it Massa? Because I don't know. Because I just don't know what happened. I couldn't see what happened. But yeah, anyway, we're leading, and here comes the Renaults. That Renault with Fernando Alonso. I'm pitting this time by, just trying something different. There's a bit of oil on the track somewhere here. Hope we can avoid it. No, we didn't avoid it this time, but there's 2 bits of oil. And the flags are still out. There we go, they're in now. So we've got Fernando Alonso right on his gearbox now as I'm pitting this time, just to maybe get this front wing repaired, and hopefully we can get out, you know, and have a decent race after this. But we slowed right down. Come on. I know I wasn't planning on pitting on the first lap, but here comes a McLaren as well on the second lap. There we go. All tyres are off the car. I love this pit stop sequence. I wish it was this easy on the NASCAR PS1 games, but Alonso does lead, yes. It's a Renault 1-2 at the minute as Schumacher made a pit stop and we're out ahead of Michael. So he's not out of the Grand Prix, he's just made a pit stop, and we're looking to gain 10 points on Michael today. But that Ferrari's looking mighty fast on us at the minute. But as we made our pit stop, our tyres will be worn by the end of the Grand Prix, of course. But we're behind E-Day, 6 seconds behind E-Day. That's something I never thought I'd say when I'm driving a Honda. But yeah, it was Raikkonen. I thought it was Montoya that pitted behind us. No, it's Kimi Raikkonen. It's alright though, Kimi Raikkonen is entitled to make his pit stop before Montoya. But yeah, up over the curbs there, 4 seconds, and I'm not feeling that we've got enough. Well, we haven't got the grip that I would like in this Honda on this heavy fuel. But I think Alonso's pitted. Fernando Alonso has pitted, but he probably will jump us in the pit stops anyway. Because we didn't make such a quick pit stop, 8.1 seconds. It's not as quick as pit stop that we've ever made, and plus he's leaving his pit box now, so. But he's got most of the pit lane to travel, like we did. But can we get out in front of Alonso? Yes, I think. No, yes. It's going to be close. Yes, we did. We got out in front of Fernando Alonso. So that's going to be good for us, and it looks like Schumacher made a strategy call to pit on the first lap. If he's right behind Alonso. So we didn't affect his race at all. It looks like it was a strategy call from Ferrari to pull him in on the first lap of the Grand Prix, because he's right there with Alonso. So it looks like Ferrari was trying something risky, and there's oil on the track, of course. There's the oil, and there's the car in front. It's Sato. It's Takuma Sato in the Super Aguri engine blow up. As we're up to, well, we take 6th position thanks to an easy overtake with Sato's engine. But now Fisichella is in the pits. Can we overtake Fisichella like we did with Fernando Alonso? Because these Renaults are looking quick, and I don't want to risk anything, of course, because, well, we might get wiped out by Fisichella, because that has happened many times before. Me and Fisichella has always had a run in, and we slide through turn 1. Well, final turn. Come on, can we get out in front of him? Come on, Heitfeldt's leading. Can we get out in front of Fisichella? No, yes we can. There we go. We're in front of Giancarlo Fisichella in a Renault. We mess up turn 1 a little, but we're still in the lead. Well, in 2nd place. But can we get past Nick Heitfeldt now? Well, Heitfeldt is yet to stop, of course, so we should be comfortably ahead of Heitfeldt. All we need to do is just gap on these 2 Renaults, and we can win our 3rd Grand Prix of the season in just, well, in 4 races. That oil, that is something to do with Sato's car, so I'm going to avoid that, like, well, as much as I can, because we know that I don't have any luck with any oil. But this is where it's getting dangerous, because I know Fisichella has bumped into us before in heavy braking zones, and I need to be very wary of him. I'm going to be defending like hell on Fisichella here, but we're going to be out in the lead. It's going to be fighting for the lead rather than 2nd place. Fisichella around the outside makes a bit of contact with us. Come on, play fair, Giancarlo. I know the Renaults are a bit rough recently. I don't really know why. I'm just defending the inside. It might be opening the outside for him, but there we go. 2 laps left in this Grand Prix, and we're leading. Can we win this Grand Prix and take back, well, have a bit of redemption from Australia, where we finished 7th? You know, and Schumacher gained that gap by 2 points. Well, gained by 4 points, and there's a bit of oil on track somewhere. So I'm coming off racing line here. Down. Oh, we hit the oil. We're running up wide. There's Fisichella. But I'm a bit worried that there's people dropping out. I think it was a McLaren this time. As we slide in wide, because we got worn tyres and the oil on the track, and now I'm going to be worried about this up here at this chicane now, because I've got a Renault right on my backside here. Well, 2 Renaults right on my backside, and I know one of them's prone to crashing into me, because he's done it before when we've been at Midland. But we're out at that chicane without a problem. We look back at Fisichella, and we are still in the lead, coming round to start the final lap of the Grand Prix. Only a few corners to go now. 1 more lap to go. We pull in a bit of a gap on Fisichella at the minute. Schumacher's in 4th position, which is going to help us in the championship as we slide through the final turn. We start the final lap of the race in the lead. Yes, this is our last lap. Can we do it? Can we pull off a win here in San Marino? We won't do it by going over the curbs like that too many times. Yes, it looks like we can do it. It's looking more than likely that we will win this Grand Prix now, as long as everything goes well. We have a decent final lap. Can we do that? We gapped Fisichella. We're about a second ahead of Fizzy. Can we just hold off? Avoid, you know, the incidents which will spin the car. Keep off the curbs. Take it easy through this final this chicane. What did I say? Fisichella's tangled with us after we slid. It doesn't look like we're not going to win the Grand Prix. Michael Schumacher's finishing second. It looks like Alonso is in the lead of the Grand Prix on the final lap. We made an incident. Fisichella hits us. It looks like it's going to be Alonso, Schumacher, Montoya, the top 3, and we're in 4th position. No, that's not good for us. No, I thought we was out at that moment. We just slid the tyres. So Alonso wins for Renault. That's their 2nd Grand Prix in a row. We come across the line in 4th. What could have been today? That Schumacher takes 2nd place. We finish in 4th position. That's the 2nd race in a row that we've not finished on the podium. That's just bad. I cannot believe that. So the car's out of the Grand Prix. Fisichella, Raikkonen, Webber, Sato, but our teammate Albers and Rosberg. What a shame. We're 1 point ahead of Michael Schumacher now. Just 1 single point ahead of Michael Schumacher. Now Alonso's there challenging because he's just had a race win as well, but I'm more worried about Michael. We are down to 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. But yeah, we'll go back to the main menu here. I can't believe it. 4th place in this Grand Prix. I'm happy that we've got Europe up next. So yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe we just lost the Grand Prix. So close. We're 1 point ahead going into the Nürburgring. So I will see you for the Nürburgring, the Grand Prix of Europe, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.